Hello, and welcome to Season 2 of Did You Mean to Say That? The podcast where we still didn't mean to say that.
I'm your co-host, Erin.
And I'm your co-host, Bobby. Happy New Year, people.
Yay! Happy 2024. We are so sorry for our absence, and we're back.
I'm not sorry. There was a lot going on
There
with
was
Erin.
so much going on. We all have shit going on, okay? I'm not pregnant.
She's not pregnant, but as you heard in the last episode, she had to flee her last apartment.
It has literally been so long since we filmed. We had to take a brief hiatus, so long to the point where we're now just calling this season 2.
Yep.
So yeah, in our last episode, you heard me screaming at my landlord and vice versa.
Fuck you, Woody.
Fuck you, Woody, you stupid fucking bitch. And we now have a new set because I live in a new apartment. So we had to flee the scene.
And you guys.
I looked for apartments, found an apartment, put a deposit down for an apartment, got movers, and unpacked all my shit since our last episode. So I think it's been like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Since like the actual day of the phone call.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I have so many topics that are so outdated now. But the first thing that is related to the last apartment that I literally forgot even happened and that I even wrote down. So, as you heard in the last episode, the whole car debacle with the break-ins and the parking, my car got hit. I put up that note, which is what prompted my landlord to call me. And one guy called and texted me and was like, "Are you parked in the garage?" I'm thinking this is about my car getting hit. And I call him, and he's so weird, and he's so short, and it's just so weird. And
I thought you meant like
no,
short.
He's literally like, "Okay, yeah."
Short
and I'm
king.
like, "You called me. What's going on?"
The worst.
And he was like, "Oh, someone was just parked in my spot in the garage." And I'm like, "What a tease. I literally thought you were trying to help. Why the fuck did you call me? I don't even park in the garage." Then I got a text from a random number like a week and a half after my car got hit and I put that note up. Mind you, my landlord was taking down all the notes. So like the note wasn't even up when I got this text.
Mm-hmm.
And they just said, "I think someone hit your car." And I said, "Tonight?" And I said, "Which car?" They never answered. All of my friends called them separately. I called them twice. They never answered.
Yeah, they didn't answer.
The next day, I said hello, and they never fucking answered me.
It's still so bizarre and a mystery.
It is so bizarre. I literally almost think it was like Woody's wife or like someone like fucking with me.
Yeah.
Or like the bitch that did it. Maybe she got hammered one night and was like, maybe she's weird as fuck. Like, I will never know what happened. I will never know how all of my windows got rolled down. And I will never know why someone texted me and said, "I think someone hit your car." Like, I think they did too.
I think. Yeah.
So that was like something that crazy that happened while we were still there. But yeah, we left and I wish you guys could see the view. We have an amazing view. I have an amazing apartment and I'm so happy to be here. And I almost shed a tear when I was going to bed the second night here because it was so goddamn quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have no idea. Like, either an episode of this or I'm just gonna like tell the full thing on my TikTok now that we've moved out, but like I'm going to tell the full unfiltered truth about my next door fucking neighbor.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
like, if you thought the Woody story was crazy, get ready for sorry, I'll bleep her name. So yeah, that is why we're here now, and we have got so much to get into.
We really do.
So much has happened since we last filmed.
Uh-huh. Happy birthday, Maddie.
Happy birthday, Maddie.
It's Maddie's birthday today.
On the day of filming. I have 2 topics written down about like the chaos of trying to move in here, and I actually just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Good riddance to all that stress, but just know that it was insane moving into here. Every step of the way was just like, what?
Do you remember the night that Twitter broke?
Which time?
Like recently, like a few weeks ago.
No.
Right after that,
Uh-oh.
I saw on Twitter Beyonce out and about in New York,
Mm-hmm.
wearing all black.
Okay.
Ariana Grande in New York, same night, in all black.
Okay.
And then Nicki Minaj in New York, same night, in all black. And I was like, there's some weird Illuminati shit going on. Like, Twitter's blacking out, or X or whatever, and all the celebs know about it, and they're warning us.
I just thought maybe they were at a funeral.
For something.
I'm not an Illuminati girly.
I'm not really either, but I thought it was really weird, because, like, Twitter, like, broke and then came back, and I just kept seeing all of those, like, back-to-back. I'm like, that's so just weird. I guess it's not that weird, but
it's kind of weird.
I thought it was kind of weird.
But I wear all black all the time, so
yeah, but like at the same time as Beyonce and Nicki Minaj in New York City.
No, that is
the night
crazy.
Twitter blacks out. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Something's happening.
Something's going on for sure. Speaking of trippy. My topics are literally like all over the place, like just genuinely things to talk about.
Yeah.
Just like things that I was thinking about that I just wrote down.
Some of mine are like that.
But I think that my last acid trip maybe ruined my life forever.
Oh.
And caused me a very specific type of irreversible anxiety.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's twofold. So we've talked a little bit about like me being scared at night. And like dark and like whatever. And like I feel like since the night of my last acid trip, I'm almost like scared of like the nighttime, and I'll get like such bad anxiety.
Years ago.
2018, I think, or 19. And I was with a guy I was talking to, and I did it by myself. Like he didn't do it, and I was just hanging out with him.
That's crazy.
But I didn't like him like that much. Like I wasn't super comfortable with him, and I knew he was gonna try to start like hooking up, and I couldn't like handle that situation. Like I didn't want to hook up, and I didn't want to deal with saying no, and I just didn't want to be in a situation where someone was trying to hook up with me while I was high as a kite. Like so I left, and I convinced Phils to come over, and he was like okay, which is why I left. As soon as I pulled up to my house, he was like, I'm actually just going to bed. And I was like, oh no. I hit up the other guy. He had fallen asleep while I was on my way home.
Oh no.
It was like 5 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. Everyone in the world was asleep. My roommate was asleep, which I wouldn't have talked to her anyway.
Lexi.
Yeah. And no one would answer me on my phone. I should have called a literal hotline.
You should have called me. I was probably
asleep. Everyone was asleep. I started freaking out, and I just felt this like insane anxiety of like helplessness, or like this feeling of like being stuck. Like I just felt like so anxious and like alone, and just like, and I don't know why, because like I love being high and alone. Like I don't know what it was.
Just a bad trip.
It's just started to be a really bad trip, and it had been a great one. And now if I ever like feel that feeling again of like I'm in a situation where I'm helpless or I'm like stuck, like I have such a fear of being stuck or like not being able to like do something about what's going on, and I can like feel that feeling again, and it feels so bad.
That sucks.
And I also think it made me like scared of the night. Like I don't like to fall asleep. Sometimes I get such bad anxiety that I have to like stay up until the sun comes up, and then I can finally fall asleep.
That's awful.
I know. And I'm like, so am I ruined forever, or I should like heal from this, or should I do acid again and see if it like switches it?
Maybe talk to your therapist about it.
I don't want to.
Well,
I need
then
to
maybe
go back
do
to
acid.
therapy. I know, right? Maybe I can just.
I don't really like acid.
I love acid.
It makes
and
my body
hate
ache.
Shrooms.
I love shrooms.
That's true. Afterwards, though, it doesn't make me feel that way during.
Mine's like both, I think. Probably because I'm like tense or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never liked shrooms. I've always loved acid. I've like never, other than that experience, which like wasn't like super terrible during. Like I think like looking back on it, it like traumatized me or something. But I think in the moment, like it wasn't that bad. I can't explain it. But other than that, I've always had such a pleasant time. And every time I've done shrooms, it's been
scary.
Awful.
Yeah, even at the cabin?
Awful. With the worst one.
Oh, no.
I literally locked myself in my room for like 5 hours.
That.
I just left my own birthday party.
Uh-huh.
I took a cold shower. I was like freaking out, and it was 98 degrees inside and out. So I just freaked out.
Yeah, I had fun there on shrooms, but I hate doing shrooms around people now.
Yeah.
I just had too many bad experiences, and like other people's vibe can just totally fuck yours.
You never know what's gonna go on.
You never know.
People.
So I just do it by myself at my apartment and listen to music.
Yeah.
Speaking of trauma, speaking of trauma.
Yeah. The wedding.
The wedding. No. So I was recently in New York. I went for
In all black.
No, it was gray, but my high school best friend got married. Congratulations. And so I was in the wedding, which was awesome. I was supposed to make an 8-day trip.
No,
literally.
I can't believe that was ever in your plans.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking. So my plan was I'm going to stay in New Jersey with my cousins and then go to this wedding. I didn't really have a plan. Up until the day before I was supposed to leave. I was supposed to leave last Friday. And on Thursday, I'm like, I'm going to leave Saturday now. I'm going to so I kept shortening it. So I ended up only going for 4 days. And
Which
thank
was
God.
so many. I can't believe you were thinking about doubling that.
I know.
It was fucked up.
No, I would have been miserable if I did that. But so the first 2 nights I stayed in New Jersey, and it's New Year's Eve. So we're having fun, like we're playing cards, whatever. The whole plan, the whole time, is for Levi and I to FaceTime at midnight, you know, because, like, we couldn't be together. Like, oh, like, Happy New Year, whatever. I hadn't heard from him since, like, 9 p.m. or something.
My God.
Around, like, 11 or so, I text him again. It goes green. And I'm like, well, great. And he was at his aunt and uncle's with, like, all of his family.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I was worried that he had, like, driven home or something. Because I was like, don't fucking drive home. He didn't. So midnight rolls around. Hadn't heard from Levi, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, I was annoyed, but I didn't really care that much because I knew he was, like, with family and probably just got fucked up.
Clearly.
Let me see what time this call was. At 12:14, so 14 minutes after midnight, his mom calls me. And I didn't even have her number, but it had caller ID, and it said her first name, so I, like, kind of figured it was her and, like, him calling on her phone. Mans is sobbing. Like, wailing.
He is calling you on her phone?
Yes.
It's him?
It's him. And he is
Wade.
Yes, literally. Because he missed midnight and he thought I was going to, like, dump him or something. And he was fucked up. But he was sobbing. And I'm like, oh, my God, like, it's fine. Like, Happy New Year, babe. Like, stop crying, whatever. And just sobbing.
God.
And I'm like, dude, you're fine. Just, like, go charge your phone. Call me back in a little bit. Like, you're good.
Maybe drink some water.
Yeah.
Do some cocaine.
His family put him to bed, so he never called me back, and I was like, whatever.
Thank God.
So, yeah, I didn't, whatever. I was like, at least he felt bad, but, like, who cares?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, that's sweet that he was, like, freaking out about it, but
But I'm like, what does that say about me? Like, he's scared of me? Like,
I think he was just so drunk.
He was so drunk.
And he was probably just, like, sorry and, like, sad and drunk as fuck.
Sobbing.
And his mom sent you a video of him that was just him being fucked up
He's,
as
like,
shit.
dancing on the counter, and his whole ass is out, and he just doesn't realize. It's so funny.
He's so drunk. Happy New Year, Levi.
Happy New Year, Levi. I love you. So then the next day, I'm going into New York City for the wedding rehearsal. So I order an Uber from New Jersey to New York City.
And it's New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. Uber was $150. So I planned it ahead of time. Like, I scheduled it for whatever time. And this guy comes, picks me up. And I'm, like, hoping it's not, like, weird, because we have to be in the car for, like, an hour and a half.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever. The first thing he says is, how much are you paying for this ride? And I was like $150. And he was like, And he kind of gets quiet, whatever. We're driving off. And then the next thing he says is, I'm only getting $40 for this. $40 out of $150. So, like, Uber is taking $110 and he's getting $40 to drive me to the fucking city.
Yeah, and have to go back.
Yeah, and has to go back. And he can't pick up passengers in New York because it's a different state. So it does,
Stop.
So we get to talking, and he's like, you know, because it's an hour and a half. Like, what are you going to do? If
Yeah.
it was weird, I was just going to listen to music. But he's, like, making conversation. Turns out he, like, lost his job or something, and he has a family. He has, like, 2 kids. He's, like, a nice, probably, like, I would say, like, lower 40s, maybe
Yeah.
late 30s. Super nice guy. And he's just telling me, like, how Uber sucks and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that's
So
fucking
bad.
crazy. And he's like, and, like, I can tell, like, you're a normal person. So, like, I'm not worried about you, like, stiffing me or something. But, like, I'm gambling on that for a ride like this because it's $40. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I will tip you. But also that's nuts. So,
Yeah.
fuck you, Uber. That's insane. I hope they go out of business, honestly, and something better comes into place.
For real. But not Lyft, because literally women get kidnapped in lifts all the time.
Great.
Ninja got kidnapped in a lift, like literally.
I think I heard that
Like she
story.
started like fucking screaming and like calling the cops from the back of the Uber or Lyft because he wouldn't let her out. And then I read a Twitter thread like the next day of a woman who it happened to also in Cincinnati. She was supposed to go north and it was like a pretty long ride. And this man went so deep into Kentucky and she was like, what? And she ended up calling the cops and they just let him go. And I'm like, he probably still drives for fucking Lyft.
It's so scary.
Insane.
Yeah, I don't know. That's terrifying. So anyway, we're talking and he's like asking me what I do. So I'm like, I work for the radio. And we're like talking about just like the music industry and stuff. And like this man's very much like fuck the system type of guy. Like I think he wanted a lot of things to be mad about, which, and you know me, I can adapt my personality to like get along with anyone. So I'm like, you know, talking about how radio's changed and how like music in general has changed, and we're just talking about like stuff like that. He's
Yeah.
very much a like, my music taste is good type guy, but he wasn't like judging me. I was like, yeah, like I'm a gay DJ, so I listen to like all the pop stuff, but like I have other.
Did he like classic rock?
Because
I can't.
Yeah, a
relate to
little
that.
bit. Like obviously, I was telling him that I love the Beatles.
I hate
and,
an
like,
old man that thinks that classic rock is the only genre they should have ever made and thinks that their music tasted the best, and everyone's so stupid.
We talked a lot about Taylor Swift. Yeah, because his daughter's a Swiftie. Duh.
Oh.
But anyway, so that was my Uber ride there. So it was like, it ended up being fine. It was $200 because I tipped him $50. But anyway, so I get there and my friend let me stay with him at his apartment for the wedding, which was dope because I didn't have to pay for a hotel.
I just need to say what's crazy about Uber, because I used to be an Uber driver.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where you're taking them to until you get there.
That's scary.
You literally don't. It'll tell you, like, I think the length of the trip, or like, I don't even know if it does that.
Wait, that's dangerous. What if I
Until
took him to
you-
like the Bronx or something?
It'd be fine.
Well, I don't know.
But it, like, you have to like say that they're in your car, and then it'll put the next address in and take you there. So I think it'll tell you like the miles and how much you're gonna make, but you don't know like which direction, where you're going, where you're gonna end up. Like, you don't know the address yet.
Interesting.
So you'll be like, okay, this is a $12 ride and it's like 5 miles. Like, okay.
Uh-huh.
But you don't know if you're going north, south, east, west to the other state, like a different, you literally have no fucking idea.
It seemed like he knew that we were going to New York from the get. Well, I guess if it told him right when I got in, but I planned the trip ahead of time, so I wonder if it did tell him.
'Cause
I
that might
scheduled
be
it.
different scheduling. I don't know how that works.
But anyway, so I get there, we do the rehearsal, and the rehearsal dinner. It's the food.
Sorry.
The food. This place was called Sugar Freak. It's a restaurant in New York. It is New Orleans cuisine. Mm-hmm. And we did like a family style.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it is the
I
best
thought you were
meal.
gonna say it was horrible to add on to this crazy wedding.
No, it was the best meal I've ever had in my life. It was so good.
Tell me what you had.
Everything. They had gumbo, they had chicken, they had
Did
these
you have red beans and rice?
probably in the gumbo, but not, and I couldn't really eat a lot of it because the shrimp, but I just kind of ate around it and I was fine. But
Sausage.
yeah.
Oh.
It was fire.
I'm so hungry for that. Other than that, though, how was the wedding?
It was good. I mean, I can't. The wedding was in Central Park,
Outside.
outside,
On January 2nd.
on January 2nd.
In
so,
New York.
In New York.
Outside. It was
Outside.
below 40.
It was below 40. We were promised a sunny day. It was not.
How were you, bro? Like, what do they know?
Well, the weather. I don't know. So the wedding ceremony, as beautiful as it was, she walked down the aisle to like a piano version of "Someday My Prince Will Come," and it was so beautiful.
That's cute.
So there's this guy who I actually met him at the bachelor trip.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Taller than fuck. He's so hot. He's so cute. But he's bi, as I found out. Aren't they all?
I know, literally so boring.
And I was kind of getting the vibe that he was being a little flirty. I could just be like
reading into it,
but he and I were talking.
Sorry, I have so much hair all over me. Just give me like one sec.
Yeah. Well, so I believe him to be flirting with me. And then I mentioned like casually that I have a boyfriend, not to him, just like to our table, whatever. And then it kind of like chills out. Well, at the after party, he comes up to me and he's like, my ex-girlfriend's here and I think I want to get back together with her. And then he tells me like the whole story of their entire relationship, their whole breakup. And I'm like, and it was very much like they were young, like younger, like 23. And like they just grew apart, whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing terrible happened.
How old are they now?
Like our age.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, get back together with her, go talk to her, whatever.
Yeah.
I heard him then tell the same story that he told me to like 5 other people. And this man was like going through it. He really wanted to talk to this girl. And I was like, go talk to her. And then I guess they decided he was going to talk to her at the end of the night. So I never quite got the update. Because, so it was all of their friends from college. And it was very fun. Like everyone was really nice. But like, I only knew the wedding party. So I was kind of like latching my way into conversations.
Bopping around.
Yeah, and you can only do that for so long. So eventually at like midnight, I'm like, I'm going to go home.
Exhausting.
Yeah, and it was a long day. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to go back to Tyler's and like get food and like go to bed.
Period. I love that journey for you.
Well, this is embarrassing of me.
Oh, no.
And I hope they don't watch this. You can't clip it. So I get back there. And I had been staying with my cousins for 2 nights. And then with Tyler the next night. So, like, a guy's gotta jerk off sometime.
Okay.
Right? So, I start, like, jerking off, like, on the couch. Which is ended up being fine because his other friend, like, fully fucked in their bed.
Cool.
So, I don't feel as bad. But, like, a minute into it, I realized that I'm pretty sure they have a pet camera.
Oh, of course they do.
Uh-huh. And I took a picture of what I believe it might have been. I'm not fully convinced that this was a pet camera, but it sure looks like it to me. But, like, face down. But also that it was on the TV, so that could be a TV thing. What do you think? It could have gone either way, right?
But I don't think it could see you because it's pointed like directly at the ground, even if it is a camera.
That's what I was thinking, but I freaked out and I was like, oh my God, this is so... And mind you, I'm like really drunk too, so I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. So I hope they didn't see me and my dick.
I don't think they did. I don't think they saw you. I think this is... God, I wish I could see it in real life.
I know, I should have taken a video.
I think this is a camera for pets.
But I don't know. It doesn't look like a normal one. It's so tough
to say. It doesn't at all. But what I will say is I do not think that it saw you.
Cool. Well, I shouldn't have done it anyway. So...
Whatever.
I finished in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was going to say, you should probably just have gone to the bathroom, I guess.
I should have, but
yeah.
I wasn't thinking about it. And then I was like, oh my God, that's humiliating.
Yeah.
So, sorry if you did see it, or you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Congratulations, or sorry that happened.
Yep. So that was my wedding thing, and then...
What was the other crazy story?
Those
were the two.
Those were the two. So yeah, overall it was fun. It was just really tiring. I hate New York, but I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of gay sex...
Yeah, speaking of gay sex.
The gay sex in Congress, the sloppy bottom of it all.
That was my first topic that I skipped over because I was like,
it was so long ago.
Yeah, I
but
said the twink getting fucked at the Senate.
Cannot even believe that George Santos called him a sloppy bottom on Twitter publicly. Kind of a slay.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And the fact that he put it on his like close friends on Instagram and that's how it got leaked. Like, are you insane?
insane.
It's kind of a slay.
Kind of a slay, obviously. Oh
like,
my God.
I don't think it's like inherently wrong. I just think it's insane.
I literally don't care about the sanctity of the American government. You could get fucked in every room of the White House or whatever if you want. I don't give a shit. Fuck on the flag and shit on it. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of sloppy bottoms.
I love our little transitions. I'm about to just go through all my pop culture topics really quick because I had a few and they're all so fucking outdated.
Okay.
And I'll just
I have a few that
them.
aren't as dated.
First of all, I finally watched Barbie. It was incredible. I cried. I thought it was beautiful and one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. Second of all, Bad Bunny and Kendall broke up. I'm a little sad, but...
I saw that, but then I saw that they didn't.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So who knows?
But I'm gonna see Bad Bunny on this tour.
You are?
Yeah, because my stepmom's nephew works for his record label and like basically started it. He doesn't work directly with him because he does mostly distribution. And so, but he does work directly with him when like stuff is coming out, like an album or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But my stepmom asked him like about tickets and he was basically so nonchalantly just like, yeah, just let me know when you want to go. So I'm either...
Has he announced the tour?
Yeah.
Like the dates? Like where
yes.
are you going to go?
I'm either going to go to Chicago or Louisville or both.
I love that for you.
I am freaking out. But I'm also like so intimidated because I'm like, I need to like be fluent in Spanish before we get there. Like, yeah. I don't know. I just like...
You're like pretty well off in Spanish. Like I don't think it would be too hard for you to learn this.
I mean, I can understand pretty well. Like if I hear a conversation, like I at least know what it's about.
But you want to like sing along.
Oh, I want to know every word to every single one of his songs, and I also want to just like chat with people. I can't speak it that well.
Yeah.
But and like it would be slow. I'd be like Google Translates there, but I just want to know every word to every single one of his songs and just be like,
hell yeah.
But I'm going with my stepmom, so I can't get like naked. Like
yeah.
I feel like his songs literally make me just want to like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's exciting. When is it? Like when's the tour?
I think April-ish. I can't remember.
I was gonna guess April. That's so crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
They're all in April.
And then my final. Well, I have two last pop culture topics.
You said one.
No, I said I have a few pop culture topics that I just want to get through.
Yeah.
Cardi B and Offset are broken up, which
Right.
I adore. I've been waiting for the day.
Thank God.
Because cheating is one thing.
Is it?
But whatever. But what he did afterwards when she was like headlining something or like had a really big performance and he stopped the entire performance and got on stage and apologized to her with like flowers and shit, and she was just fucking livid and like so sad and was just like, and then I'm pretty sure she fired her whole production team for letting him out there, because it's like,
oh my God,
really? Not only did you fucking cheat, but now you're stealing her fucking moment, you're stealing her fucking spotlight to fucking apologize, you little fucking baby bitch. Apologize at home.
Yeah.
And that's like a form of manipulation when you like publicly put them in a weird situation, like just
because like if she reacted poorly, that would be bad PR for her, which is insane.
Insane.
But that reminds me of when Rihanna was getting like the Lifetime Achievement Award and Drake went on stage and like kissed her and talked for like 10 minutes about how he loves her.
And then Blueface tweeted that Offset fucked Krishan Rock.
Who's Krishan Rock?
Oh boy. That's a whole side of like pop culture and Twitter that I've written it down a few times and I've genuinely never been able to like bring it up because I want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
It is like the messiest, grossest, most toxic, abusive. It's Blueface's baby mama and like ex.
Okay.
And
so Offset fucked her.
That's what Blueface said. And then Offset quote tweeted it and was like, you need help, bro. Like this didn't fucking happen. I'd never seen her in my life. And like, literally, you need help. Because he just does need help. Like, he's clearly a drug addict, alcoholic, just mentally fucked up, destroying these women, he's crazy. Yikes. I'm never going to speak on that. But I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
And my final pop culture topic is pretty dark.
Okay.
But it's like coming back around. So you know how Cassie sued Diddy for like years of like torture, abuse, sexual violence, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So they ended up settling because she was just suing him. Like, she wasn't like pressing charges because it was like years later. I don't know the situation. She ended up getting money for it, and he settled quickly. Like, you just know
He's guilty.
You know he's guilty as
Right.
fuck. Like, he just literally paid that shit away. Like,
Ugh.
and good for her for getting a bag, whatever. And I'm pretty sure she has like an amazing, supportive husband or boyfriend now, and like is
Great.
so happy. But I don't even know how many years ago now, the mother of multiple of his children, Kim Porter, like unexpectedly passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah. And was just, I don't know, he was just very publicly like distraught about it, and everyone was like so supportive of him. But now, after the Cassie shit came out, a bunch of other people just started like bringing up old clips and telling old stories, because, you know, he's been famous for fucking like 50 years.
Yeah.
Like, he's gotta be like the second richest rapper to Jay-Z or something. Like, he is just a mogul. And now he's dating Carisha. Ugh, okay. And it just started to get like suspicious. Like, what kind of fucking person is he? And like, did he do something to her? And his connection to like Tupac's murder is all coming back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw something, it was like about a week and a half ago. And I don't know if there's any truth to this part of it, but it just got like interesting. Someone said that Cassie was like doing something else, or like somehow it got something's going on. I don't know if this is true. And she had Kim Porter's burner phone, and it had gotten like submitted to court or something, and it was like gonna come out.
Okay.
And then there's this really, really, really famous like reverend, like one of the most famous ever. His name's T.D. Jakes. And people were saying that like him and Diddy have like some weird connection, and there was like stuff about this reverend that was super fucked up, like in this burner phone. And it was like all over TikTok, and I just don't know what's coming of that. But I just know, like, whatever anyone says about Diddy, I know it's true. And I think in the next like year, we are gonna see some crazy shit. Like, I think that he has committed some dark fucking crimes on some crazy shit. People think he's a pedophile and like molested maybe Justin Bieber, like,
oh god,
and others. Yeah, and then when you involve the reverend and church of it all, like, who knows how far that goes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so fucking insane.
That is
Diddy,
dark.
Puff Daddy, Diddy Dirty Money.
That's the one.
So dark.
That is really
dark.
dark.
And people had said shit about like Danity Kane. Like, I think maybe one of the members of Danity Kane had like made some accusations about him. Like, now it's starting to surface that like people have like made like very loose like accusations in the past about him that like never amounted to anything and just got like dismissed. And now people are starting to like put them all together and are like, he's a terrible fucking person.
I bet he is.
Yeah.
Some weird shit's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I can't wait for the documentary.
I think he had Tupac killed or murdered him himself and killed his baby mama and potentially killed other people and has abused many, many women and children.
Speaking of women and children and baby mamas, Halle Bailey did have a baby. She was pregnant. Well, it is boring because
so boring. I hate him.
Yeah. Well, he's like, if he like was an amazing person, like I'd be like, okay, maybe happy for you.
He's the worst. He's just like a fucking like. Is he a streamer? Like, what even like is he?
I thought he was a rapper, like a SoundCloud
rapper. Oh, that's right.
Rapper.
He does do some of that, but like, not a good one. Nobody likes his music.
No.
But he is like. He's like a Snapchatter. Like, I think that's where he makes the most of his money now. Just like based off of being
like
her boyfriend, probably is how he's like a influencer.
And he's like embarrassed her and like made everything about him. Like I remember when Little Mermaid was coming out, he was like mad about shit.
I don't want her to kiss her co-star. Like,
what?
What? And it's like a PG Disney film. It's like a peck.
Yeah.
Like, and he's not even attractive, and he's probably gay.
So attractive and not gay.
Damn.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sucks. He should be gay.
He should be gay. Speaking of should be gay.
Oh my god.
My other pop culture topic is that today, Ariana Grande announced her comeback to music.
Yay.
This Friday. The song is called Yes and, which, if you know, you know. It's like a improv, like a, what do you say? Like a improv game or thing.
Improv,
Like practice.
Practice.
Yeah. I can't think of the word. It's like an improv thing where like two people and you just have to be like, yes, and like go with what the other person says.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. I'm so excited
I just so wonder what it'll be like.
I know.
I never know with her.
It's probably going to be amazing.
I'm really excited for that.
I'm very excited.
Oh my god, the 9-month world cruise of it all?
I saw a little bit about that, but
It's fucking crazy and it's insane. I
Did it, like,
can't
not
wait to
take
watch
off?
this. No, dude. These people paid like so much fucking money, like upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 or more for like these different packages, whatever. They're literally going on a 9-month cruise around the world. 9 straight months on a cruise. And there's so much drama. There's like Twitter and TikTok accounts like dedicated now to like telling the public about it, and I literally can't wait to sit back and watch, but I'm also like freaked out
yeah.
because what?
Well,
Like,
and
who
with like
knows
such a
what's-
public cruise, like where everyone knows where it is, like that's scary.
It's just insane. And I think that a bunch of people got COVID like almost immediately.
Right.
They're like fighting each other on the ship because of like discrepancy in amenities, and like the way they sold the packages was scat because
I mean,
they
can't
weren't
they
selling
get
enough
off?
tickets.
Well, I guess not.
Not when you paid that much fucking money for it.
Right.
I mean, like, yes, you can get off. If there was like a safety thing, you could just like get off at one of the islands or whatever, but not when you're in the middle of the fucking
Caribbean.
sailing from the United States to the UK. Like, I don't know what cruises do.
I
I would never get on a cruise ever. I'm so scared of cruises.
did a cruise and it was awful because I was with Jason.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
It was horrible. It
I
was
would
horrible.
never, like, those rooms are so, I would literally never.
It was so small. Oh my god.
And I
hated
get
it.
so motion sick. I would be terrified of just being seasick the entire time and then being stuck on a boat for 7 days.
Yeah, I
or
didn't get seasick,
4
but
or
like when you
whatever.
go to bed in the cruise, like you can still feel like the waves of it all.
Oh.
It was really like cool to be on the ship, but
Yeah.
not a cool experience.
No.
Fuck you.
I would take like a 1-day cruise just to like try it out.
Yeah, this is like a 3-day cruise or maybe like
That's
5.
not bad.
Or maybe it was like 5 days. We went to the Bahamas.
Yeah. I've never been to the Bahamas. I really want to go. It's on my bucket list to go literally anywhere where the water's clear. Like,
Yeah,
that's all I want
that
in
was
my
cool.
life.
But
I want to go to the place where Kim Kardashian lost her diamond earring in the ocean.
that's Bora Bora.
I figured.
Yeah. I want to show you. Okay, so back probably 4 or 5 years ago, I met this guy who was like the manager of the bowling alley in Oxford.
He's
Rest
still
in peace.
alive.
He's still alive. But, and like, he's an older man because like that was my vibe. And we like would go bowling and hook up, and it was so fun
I
because
used
like
to literally love when I would see your location
And
there. I would just be like, oh
at
my
the
god,
Oxford-
it's fucking 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. and you're at Oxford Lanes. That is so cool.
it was cool. Like
What
we
a
would just bowl.
fun extravaganza.
Uh-huh. And then I would leave and he would like get me snacks from the vending machine. Fire.
Ugh.
But not fire.
Uh-oh.
Because let's scroll, shall we?
Damn it.
The last time, no, I'm not finding something. It's just you're going to die. The last time I replied
I'm saying
to him,
damn it that he like ruined this for me.
yeah, he was always kind of weird, but like whatever.
Weren't they all?
Yeah. July 2022 is the last time I replied. He sent me something about like he was visiting a Disney thing, and I was like, oh, cool. From July 2022 to now, up until yesterday.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You guys, I'm scrolling for
You should
2
screen
years.
record that and I'll put it in.
Things are just crazy. Like, how are you? How blah blah blah. Just
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was all since November 23rd. Happy Thanksgiving, Bobby. How are you doing? What's going on with you these days? How's the world treating you? Oxford misses you. LOL. How are you doing? What are you up to these days? Thursday. How's life? Like, I want to report this man.
Just block him.
Yeah, but I love it. Like, I wanted to keep going so eventually I can be like, you're insane. But I can't decide if I, like, never want to reply again.
There
but
were so
one day,
many images as well. And they weren't nudes. Like, they were just, like, images.
No, like, memes and stuff, which is another one of my topics. That's, like, a weird common thing with older men that I used to hook up with. Just sending me memes.
From, like, Facebook, too. Because
Yes.
they don't get it.
Uh-huh. Like, and I don't get it. Like, is that, like, a cultural thing for old men?
Yeah, for sure.
But to me, who I haven't talked to them
I want to see some of these memes.
Okay.
Like, I use the word meme very loosely.
I got one 13 hours ago. Me walking into HR because the joke I made was so funny they wanted to hear it in person.
Oh, no.
This one, a picture of a bunch of hot dogs, I assume at the
No,
bowling.
just buns. Just the buns.
Just the buns, and he said, nice buns. Whose skull is that? His name is Philip. What's in there? Vodka and orange juice. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. This is what shit I have to deal with. So, yeah. The scrolling of it all is crazy.
You have to take a screen recording of it so I can put it in so they can see how long it goes on for.
Yeah, I will.
Because they need a visual. Because that was...
And it's like...
insane.
I'm like, something's wrong with you.
Since July...
And like,
That's way
obvious...
more than once a month.
No,
That's
it's...
way more than twice a month.
Yeah.
That's way more than 3 times a month.
It's like... Yeah, like 5 times a month. Like...
It's like more than once a week.
Yeah, since November 23rd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all on different days.
Since July, it's like...
Like, something's not right.
No, that's crazy.
That's
like, eventually
crazy.
you just stop.
Yeah, it's
like,
creepy.
Eventually you just stop.
And, like, it's not like we were ever, like, remotely
No.
romantically involved. Like, just a
No.
casual hookup that I was mostly in for, like, the road trip and the bowling of it all.
And it wasn't even, like, that often. Like,
No.
it wasn't, like...
It was, like, once every, like, 5 to 6 months.
Yeah, like, it was not, like, a consistent casual hookup.
Nope.
There was no relation between you at all. Like, it was very strictly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very inconsistent. And it was not the type of interpersonal relationship where you would do that.
Or even text in general, let alone.
Yeah.
Except for, like,
most
making
interpersonal relationships, you wouldn't do that.
No.
Like,
Because it's harassment.
you wouldn't do that to a stranger. You wouldn't do that to someone you're dating. You wouldn't do that
No.
to an ex. Like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, miss him.
Miss him. Should I text him?
Imagine after all that, you text back like,
Hey.
I'm good. Or just, like, answer one. Like, answer one of the memes one day. Just be like, ha.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. So yeah. So I wanted to mention,
It's
but that's
so
like a common
unfunny.
phenomenon with older guys I used to hook up with, and it's weird. Stop sending me fucking memes. I'm not
Seriously, stop
I'm not
sending
gonna
us
look at
fucking
them.
memes.
They're never funny.
They're never funny.
And let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Whew.
I have to pee so bad.
So our last topic is going to be our in and out lists. We wanted to save them for the pod.
Like, what's in this year? What's out? So you can go first.
Yeah, I just started calling them in and out lists. I don't know what.
I
other
sent
people were
Erin
calling
mine,
them.
but I haven't seen hers.
Yeah, so we're going to tell you what's in and what's out for us in 2024.
Yep. What's in for you?
In for me is IBS hypnotherapy. I'm coming back.
She's coming back.
Stronger and better than ever. My ASMR channel, I'm thinking about starting one of those.
Okay.
I've always thought about starting one. I've loved ASMR since before it even had a name. Like, I am an OG ASMR, and I think I'd be great at it.
Great.
Hanging out at my indoor pool and sauna, obviously,
Already
and hot tub.
off to a great start there.
I said, honestly, crypto and stocks. I'm like, I have a guy, and I'll do whatever he tells me to do, and I've made some serious cash.
Great.
Best of luck with that! Exclamation point. Like, that's my new, not my burden to carry.
Best of luck with that.
Just best of luck with that. That sounds really good. Like, cool.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait. Good luck with that, girly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at Home Depot. It says Honestly Depot, But I think
honestly,
Home Depot is so in. It's been in, but I just officially want you guys to know that Home Depot rocks my fucking face off. I love being at Home Depot, and it's so in.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. The dent in my car, she's here to stay. She's in. She's not coming out.
Same with mine.
Way more delusion. Oh, I'm gonna just ignorance is bliss my way through 2024.
Best of luck with that.
Best of luck with that. Good riddance. Good luck. Love it. You like it. I love it. I don't give a fuck.
Cool.
Potentially murder. Stay tuned.
Speaking of sloppy bottom.
Okay, this is a work in progress, but I'm going to start saying this little phrase, okay? You say it with a completely straight face, as deadpan as you can possibly do it.
I can't wait.
I won't be able to do it with a straight face. It's not even that funny, but to me, it just tickles me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were living in Stupid Town. Like, that's a work in progress. I might change the wording, but just, like, being dead-ass serious. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Hope he dies. Because I do.
We've literally always said that.
Yeah, and this year I can't stop saying it. Like, if a man fucks up in any way, I'm just like, oh, cool, hope he dies.
Yeah.
Sorry. American Idol. I am going to start watching it every week. I want to have a party. Me and Mackenzie have already discussed. It's February 18th. This is the first episode. I want to literally, like, vote. I want to be involved. I want to watch it every week. I want to get a fucking TiVo. Like,
I'm about it. Is Katy Perry still on there?
I think so. I don't even know anymore.
I watched, like, a few. I always watch the Disney night.
Oh, cute.
So,
Mackenzie and I were just discussing how, like, wouldn't it be great to just tap back into your roots and watch, like, a show that comes on every week and just, like, be involved?
Absolutely.
We were like, I want to do something and then we're like, American Idol. We can vote.
I'm here for that.
I'll move on to Dancing with the Stars even. Like, I'll do it all. I'll watch all those fucking shows. So American Idol is in.
Hell yeah, it is.
The punk scene, I want to get involved in the local punk scene.
Okay.
Self-control, more screamo. That's luxury, baby. I'm going to start saying that.
Cool.
Women retweeting / reposting everything that's funny. Everything I see that I even chuckle at, you guys are all seeing it too. That's my new vibe.
Cool.
Letting people over.
Letting people over?
Like on the road.
Oh.
Like, just let people over. Who fucking cares?
We all have somewhere to be.
Literally. Like, we all have reasons why we didn't get over to the last second. Like, just let people over.
I always let people over to the point where, like,
let people over.
I put myself in danger. Like, I'll slow down too much.
100%.
Yeah.
And especially in rush hour traffic, because first of all, if you don't let them over, you're gaining maybe 2 seconds of your life.
Yeah.
And if you do let them over, you're preventing like 3 other lanes of traffic from getting completely stopped because they're going to have to stop. And then the next lane's going to, like, it's just a ripple effect. And I firmly believe that the way that people interact in traffic is indicative of their character.
I agree.
And their morals and their values and, like, the way that they view society at large.
Which makes sense why I slow down for people. I'm like, no, baby, go. And they're like, you didn't have to do that.
It's just like, it's either are you selfish or do you care about the greater good? And that's...
And the greater good is in this year.
Period.
You heard it here first.
Exactly. And then my last one I saw on Twitter. Don't borrow grief from the future. Like, just don't worry about shit. Mm-hmm. Don't what if shit. Don't think about, don't, like, get upset now about something that may happen that's bad. Like, leave that there. Focus on the present.
I've been trying.
Don't borrow grief from the future.
I love that.
Yeah.
And also, don't borrow grief from the past.
I love that. I want to hold hands about that.
Yeah.
Don't. Keep it there.
There's just no grief. We're living in delusion and we're saying, best of luck with that.
Best of luck with that, girly. Tapping back into past negative emotions is so out.
It's so
My
out.
list is so positive. I have way more ins than outs. Like, I'm just that. Like, everything's in.
So do I. Well, not way more, but I have more ins.
My
than
2024 is going to be literally the best year of my life, and I've always said that.
You've always said that. Should I do my ends? And
yeah,
then
you do
we'll
your ends, and then we'll do outs.
Was that your ends?
Yeah, I'm done.
I loved your ends.
I said stretching, but boring. But it is in. I need to stretch.
Stretching
I can't touch my toes,
in.
and my back is breaking, so.
My first one is wearing whatever the fuck you want, parentheses, matching is a thing of the past.
Fuck it.
Just feel and look good.
Looking, doing, saying, wearing, whatever the fuck you want, that's what 2024 is about.
It's in, baby.
It's in.
For the greater good. Number 2, sucking on lollipops wherever you go.
Period.
I
Love
think it's
that.
so cute. I always think of the picture of Ari and Pete Davidson when she's like looking at him sucking lollipop. Fire.
I love having a little candy or a little sucker around.
Yeah, you really do. You've always said that.
I love it.
Sometimes cough drops, if you will.
Anything.
Yep.
If there's something to suck on in my purse, I'm putting it in my mouth. Yep.
Handwritten letters and sending mail.
I got one.
She got one. Everyone. Okay, so I bought this thing on Amazon. It's 100 postcards of like classic Winnie the Pooh illustrations.
The way I thought that was a gift. That's so funny that you bought that.
No, I bought it because of this. I was like, I want to start sending people mail.
Totally.
Who doesn't love getting mail?
I love getting mail that isn't a bill or something stupid.
Yeah, exactly. My original plan was to get like custom ones that say like from the desk of Bobby Gelter because Taylor Swift has those. But I was like, I just want to get like Pooh. That's like my staple. So like each postcard is a different illustration. So you'll all be getting them. Send me your
We're
address.
gonna literally send fan mail, but it's us writing mail to our fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leave your address in the comments below.
Yeah,
We'll
right.
send you a handwritten letter.
For real, send me your address. I'll send you a letter.
For real.
The next one is perfect for today. Ariana Grande, parentheses, she's so back, baby.
She's so back. I
She's
don't give a fuck.
This is going to be
And
her
I never
year.
gave a fuck. If you remember from our first episode, that was literally what I said. I said, I don't give a flying fucking fuck about this.
Yeah.
I don't care that she cheated. I don't care. I mean, he's ugly and hopefully they break up, but like,
Now they're going to break up. But
obviously.
yeah, she's back.
She's back and she never left for
My
me.
next one is oversharing on the internet.
In?
Love
it.
Which I think for me is more of maybe like the podcast and like rather than like tweeting like so and so did this because like I don't love a subtweet, but maybe I should.
I'll subtweet my mom. I don't care.
Yeah, you will.
Love you, mommy.
Taking more pictures and making people take them of you. I feel like we've kind of fell off.
Oh, I haven't posted a picture on my Instagram in years.
Oh my god, my contact. is out.
I just watched it come out of your eye.
That's out
Oh,
of my eye. Hold on.
holy shit. That was scary.
You know what else is in?
Your contact? Oh,
Nope.
no, it's not.
Bringing spare contacts wherever I go because why don't I? 'Cause
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck would I
insane
do?
of you.
I can't drive home.
I know.
Fuck, it's not going. I need water. Hold on.
Maybe glasses are in.
Okay, Anne is actually changing my contacts every day like I'm supposed to.
Yeah. I look at my camera roll and I'm like, when is the last time I took a photo of myself or had someone take a photo of
Yeah,
me? Like,
I want to get back to
I
that.
don't have any photos of myself anymore.
We need to do like a big photo shoot
Yeah, and we're influencers anyway, so we need to post more.
for sure.
Because 2024, you know what's in for us is getting famous.
From this.
From this.
Specifically.
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
The next one is Valentine's Day.
Oh,
I've always said
adore
that.
Valentine's
Me too.
Day. I literally love it. I've always loved it. Like,
I love a Hallmark holiday.
I love red and pink. I love the aesthetic. It's so cute.
And you can attest, I always give out Valentine's cards, like
I
the
love it.
children ones that you would get in elementary school. Like
I
pass
love
them out
getting
every
I
year.
love Valentine's Day. I love getting my friends gifts. I love, like, I don't really care about like gifts with my partner or like even celebrating it
I
with
wasn't
my
even thinking
partner.
about
Like,
him.
I don't even care about that. It's literally just about like the vibes and the aesthetic. Like, I just love the day.
Yes.
Like, I don't like, really expect anything out of it or like I don't care
Yeah.
to like celebrate it really.
I will, because like
Yeah.
I've never had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I
I
went
just-
out with David. So.
I don't associate Valentine's Day with boyfriend. I associate Valentine's Day with like loving my friends, which I guess is just my whole personality.
Well, last Valentine's Day, me, Tay, and Zoe got fucked up in my apartment. We made those cocktails, whatever they were. Do you remember that? Because I made that video where it was like supposed to be like the 2 girls, 1 cup thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
Well, it was fire.
Love it.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day is so in.
Oh my god, you don't mean 2 girls, 1 cup. You mean those 2 girls who make cocktails at like McDonald's
That's what
and shit?
they call themselves. 2 girls, 1 cup, or something like that.
Ew.
No, they don't. It's like a play on that, though.
Okay.
Is what they call themselves.
Anyway.
Next up is Tate McRae. Okay.
Okay.
So she has those 2 songs, Greedy and X's, that are fucking fire. I could not stop listening to them. Her album was mid, I'll say it. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of
what I
filler
heard.
tracks. But she's like a professional dancer before a singer.
She's the next it girl. For
She's the
sure.
next it girl. So
I don't really like care, but I haven't really tried. So
Those-
I mean, I'm not a hater or anything.
I
Love
think
the
if you
vibes.
put Greedy in your rotation, you would like become obsessed with it. It is such a good song.
Love it. I guess that's in for me too.
Seeing movies on weekdays.
Ooh.
Let's go to the movies.
Of course.
And I also said / seeing movies by yourself, which has always been in for me.
Love.
I love seeing a movie by myself.
I love doing
don't
everything
come.
by myself, but I also hate it. Once I'm like there, I love it, but I can never like get myself to like get up and like leave by myself. Like I need a double. It's an ADHD thing. I didn't know it had a name. I think it's called body doubling. And that's why like
What
I
does that
found out
mean?
it's like if Mackenzie's here, I can like get up and do everything and leave and like clean the whole house and like whatever, but if she's not, I'll just lay in bed and rot.
I'm like opposite. Like
Wow.
if people are around, I'm like so not productive, but when I'm by myself, I'm like
But I just need a body double, or I'll get so distracted that I'll just like fuck up and I'll black out. Like I'll just have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like someone else being there, and I heard that it's because if someone's there, no matter how comfortable you are with them, like you'll mask. And so like on some level, like I'm masking my ADHD like for the other person,
Aw.
which makes me be like effective.
interesting.
I know, it's very interesting.
Wow.
And I never knew about it, but I've said to her, so I literally had like tweets in my drafts, and like I've actually tweeted it from like 2012. I would always say, I don't need a ride or die, I just need a ride along. I just like
Wow.
need someone to be there. And I never knew why or like what it was. And then I found that out.
Wow. I love being a ride
Getting
along.
diagnosed is in.
Yeah, for sure.
You love being a ride along?
Yeah.
Well, come on. With
I
me
love
to
being
do
like a
my
passenger
errands.
princess to anything.
I love that.
I haven't driven in years since I started dating Levi. Like he drives
true
everywhere. Well, not that, but the next one is pretty close and personal to my heart. Troye Sivan. Let me tell you, every guy I've ever dated has been obsessed with Troye Sivan. And, like, Troye Sivan, if you know, as everyone knows, is, like, just a twig, like, will always look like a twink. So, like, there was definitely, like, a jealousy complex there. Because
Okay.
it was, like, I can't attain that body type because I'm not rich and famous and starving myself.
Yeah.
I was, like, I just had, like, this resentment.
A hater.
Yeah, a hater.
Yeah,
Because
for no reason.
Because I was jealous.
Yeah.
That is the reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Wait, you know that Matt Rife clip where he's like...
Oh, everyone's jealous of me.
Yeah,
And
and she
Tana
was
goes...
like, you think people are jealous of Osama bin Laden?
That was fire. What I loved about that clip is that it went viral, like, not on Tana.
I know, it went like actual viral because he's like mainstream. I loved that clip.
Matt Rife is
What a
already
thing for her to
out.
go viral for. Thank God it was that, not everything else.
Yeah, right. Two
Get
more.
a grip, Tana, if you're watching this.
Girl. Backwards baseball caps.
Ooh,
Just like them.
okay.
And then laughing in people's faces or a general sense of unbotheredness, which kind of goes along with
Similar
the ones you were
vibes.
saying.
Yeah, totally. That's
So,
the vibe.
like if someone says something, instead of saying, did you mean to say that, I'll just be like, laugh and then deadpan to that.
Yeah.
And then best of luck with that.
Literally, best of luck with that. Okay.
Best of luck.
My out
Okay.
is number 1, Woody.
Oh, he's so out.
And my next door neighbor.
They're out.
And unit laundry is unfortunately out. And that's really upsetting, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Savings accounts, don't care anymore. Let's just spend
What's
it.
a saving account?
I don't care.
I live paycheck
Sorry,
to
Mom.
paycheck.
Hopefully Elon Musk. Fingers crossed. I
Hope
just
he
hope
dies.
that he's out. Yeah, hope he dies. Caring what anyone says or does. Out.
Love.
Very similar. Who cares? Men, I've reached my breaking point.
That's
Just
fine.
Goodbye. I'm over
This
it.
is actually her telling me I'm fired from the podcast.
It's just me now. Staying together for the kids. Kids don't want to see that shit. Just leave.
Yeah.
They should kill themselves. I need to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Hope he dies is gonna replace that because I'm really only ever saying it about men.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just been like my go-to. It's just such like a visceral response. Like it just like, it's kind of like the word fuck. Like nothing really like satisfies it. So when like typically a man fucks up or like just says something that you're just like, it just something that makes your blood just fucking boil. My immediate reflex
Hope he
response
kills
is
himself.
no, to say like, oh, he should kill himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
there's a difference between like a piano falling on his head, like hope he dies, or like he should kill himself. I mean,
Yeah.
he still should, but like we don't need to say it.
okay, you know what's fucking out for me? Is the guy on the neighborhood watch signs. He's so freaky.
I don't know.
He has a
me
fucking
see.
like fedora on and a trench coat
yes,
and he's
yes.
like this.
He
and he's,
is
like,
freaky.
So scary.
He is watching us and
I
he's
am
scary.
always
He's out.
so scared of him.
Yeah.
And he's out.
He's out.
Like, change the signs. Like, why would you? I've been scared of him since I was a child.
I hate him.
And the last thing that's out is Ed Sheeran hate.
Yep.
Like, it was funny. It ran its course, but he's just a guy. He's but a man.
He's very talented. He's funny. He's
Well,
a
I mean,
partier.
I'm not gonna go that far.
He is talented,
He's
whether you
just a
like his
guy.
music or not.
Yeah, and we just, like, I felt like almost we were, like, collectively cyberbullying him as, like, a society.
Yeah.
Like, he probably doesn't read it, but he might, and he just is
No,
a
he's
person.
talked about it. He's like, everyone just decided to hate me for no reason.
We just woke up one day, him and James Corden. Like, I know you hate him, but, like, I just don't care about him. Like, I just don't.
I forgot. He's
look at
out.
him. Yeah, he's out.
He's been out, but
But yeah, stop the Ed Sheeran hate. It was funny for a little bit, and now it's like, do I hate his songs? Yeah. Do I
Yeah.
want to die when they're on and I'm in a public place and I can't escape it? Of course.
but do we hope he dies?
No.
No.
Oh my God, no.
No.
And that's my out list. Yay.
My out list starts with Euphoria.
I was literally just saying the other day.
I don't
Someone
give a
was
fuck.
talking about it. I mean, I love it for what it is, but it's over. Like, I do not want them to make another season.
Me neither.
I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it without Angus Cloud. I don't want to see it.
No.
You wrapped it up nicely. As far as I know, Rue is sober.
Mm-hmm.
And leave it open-ended.
Yeah. Talking about the past.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, I forget.
Me too.
In all caps, football. Not changing my face razor every week.
That's out.
It's out. Like,
Okay.
I want to change it every day.
Okay.
Like, a fresh shave with a fresh razor, there's nothing like it. Halloween.
Oh.
I can get back
I
on.
mean, I have
Halloween could be back in, but
I have a big thing about, like, major holidays. Like, they are so much hype and there's so much work
yeah,
to amount to almost nothing.
I agree.
I feel very similarly about Halloween that I do about New Year's Eve.
I hate New
A
Year's
lot
Eve.
of places have, like, a ticketed thing, so I have to pay to go somewhere, which means that we're not going to be bar hopping.
Right.
Which means that whoever you go to the first place with, you're locked in with them and you can't really go see other people because Ubers are $1 million and you absolutely can't drive.
Right.
So it just ends up being the most boring night where we're all different places. Because
Yeah.
on a normal night, you can see that your friends are here, and you can go here, and you can try something else. If this is lame, like, you go elsewhere. Can't really happen on big holidays where everyone's out and Ubers are $1 million and places are ticketed.
Right.
Or even if they're not ticketed, the line is so long to get in that you're waiting in line for 45 minutes to go. Like, it's just like you get stuck where you are and you're with whoever you're with. So, like, you got to make sure that you have a really solid group and no one ever wants to plan.
No.
So it's the night of, and it's like, what are you guys doing? And then we're all at different places. You end up with, like, 2 or 3 of your friends, hoping you'll run into other people, and you never do.
Never do.
And then you're just at a lame bar.
Yep.
And your Uber home is $120.
Yep. And they get $20.
Or you
of
can't
that.
get one. Right? Fuck Uber.
So Halloween's kind of out, but it could bounce back.
Yeah.
Like when you see me in a costume.
I would
but also
love-
this year pissed me off because he didn't wear the
I
fucking
can't
couple's
even
costume.
think about that.
I will never forget that.
I won't either, unfortunately, and I wish I could.
Yeah. My next 2 that are out, I actually indulged in both today, being DoorDash and White Claw, because I DoorDash lunch and then I'm drinking White Claws.
Yeah.
But they're both out.
Okay.
They're on their way out. The next one is Drake, which sucks because you love Drake.
Yeah.
And I don't not love Drake, but he's just out for me. Like, he's just out.
Totally.
I don't really have to explain there.
You don't.
Unfortunately, the next one in all caps is weddings. Like, I'm over them. I really am.
Get married next year.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it this year.
Yeah.
Please.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one is clothes that don't fit. Parentheses, get them tailored or donate them.
Stop holding on to clothes from your past that you're hoping to fit back into one day.
Uh-huh.
It's
Because you're
toxic. Get rid of it.
You're not going to fit. Oh my God, my contact again.
Oh my God, I cannot see it.
So tell us what is in and out for you guys this year.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys want to see from us this year because we have some exciting
Yeah.
things coming. We're going to still try to bring guests eventually.
Guests on our podcast in for 2024.
For sure.
Getting famous off the podcast in for 2024. Being very serious about the podcast in for 2024.
Absolutely.
Me editing on time. Bobby helping with promotion.
In.
And just taking this very seriously and getting it off the ground.
Yep.
And we've got Grammys coming up.
Yeah, stay tuned for our predictions.
Stay tuned for our predictions and discussing that. Follow my TikTok so you can hear my story about my neighbor. I might get into it a little bit on here. Maybe we can do like a, oh my God, they were roommates episode and talk about all of our past living situations.
Maybe we can.
Maybe we should.
Surprise.
Well, I think that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1 of season 2. Sorry we left you.
And
I
we're
would
back.
say we'll never do it again, but
We
who
will.
knows?
But yeah, thank you for watching. We love you. Happy
we love
New
you guys
Year.
so much. Happy New Year.
Happy
we'll
birthday,
see you
Maddie.
in the next one.